City volunteers hold aid distributions on Grange and Greenspoint in Texas to help residents affected by Hurricane Harvey. We'll look at how Tzu Chi volunteers persevered and succeeded in finding a new school building for Tzu Chi's Menahal school in Turkey. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Su. Thank you for joining us. In the aftermath of Hurricane Harvey, Tzu Chi has held an aid distribution in Greenspoint, Houston, Texas. At the distribution, volunteers gave out cash cards, blankets, and instant rice to 232 low-income families. Among the recipients, a single mother remarked that the help of Tzu Chi has moved her to tears. In addition, another recipient decided to donate his piggy bank to Tzu Chi as a token of gratitude. At 6 o'clock in the morning, some residents have already lined up.
But we need help. I mean, we lost everything in our apartment. So.
This is a sports restaurant in Greenspoint. It opened 4 hours before its operation hours for Tzu Chi to hold its aid distribution here.
Makes my heart warm. I mean, just giving back to the community and these people, I mean, they really need it. We've been through a lot, and these people in this area, a year ago, they had that same problem. So it's just helping in any way possible. This is just a small portion of what I can do.
The security guard of a rental apartment will help maintain security since it is Sunday. We've also asked police officers to maintain security. Therefore, in terms of our flow design and security, there's no problem.
People have started lining up along the parking lot outside the restaurant. To ensure the identity of the disaster victims, they have to first show their distribution vouchers and confirm their identities before they can receive the cash cards. The cash card value ranges from $400 to $800 US, according to the conditions of the recipients.
I felt blessed because, I think that's why I'm crying, because I'm just glad that somebody helped me. They're tears of joy. They're not tears of depression, no.
No one's ever helped me out like this before. So I'm very, very thankful.
Although some people came with skepticism, the volunteers' sincere love moved them.
I didn't even know that it was money. I thought we were just coming to maybe get food or clothes. I had no idea. I didn't know. It's pretty cool, though. I think it's cool that it doesn't come from the government. It's actually coming from normal people. That's so awesome.
15 volunteers served the disaster victims at a one-to-one ratio to speed up the distribution time. One of them is so deeply touched that he donates his piggy bank. The affected residents have received cash cards and needed supplies, as well as the love and care of the volunteers. Also, to help the residents affected by Hurricane Harvey, volunteers from the Tzu Chi Austin Liaison Office came to La Grange area to hold an aid distribution. At the occasion, some local residents actively serve as translation volunteers.
In the early morning, many people stood in line in front of the historic Casino Hall in the La Grange area, which is 160-some kilometers away from Houston. Tzu Chi Austin Liaison Office is hosting a relief distribution here. This is also one of the disaster areas impacted by Hurricane Harvey, with about 500 families being affected. Among the local affected residents, some of them actively serve as translation volunteers.
Just our way to say thank you for everybody that comes and helps my parents. It's just, pay it forward. You get help, they're getting help, so why not?
And there's only one person in this area who can interpret, and that's me. So I feel like I need to be wherever they need me.
These Tzu Chis who came to help are deeply moved by everyone's unity and hard work.
Pretty touching to see how the community really grows together in times of disaster and stuff like that.
Their reaction of having such a positive mindset and still wanting to help other people makes me want to do more, because I haven't been affected at all and I have the capability and the opportunity to help other people.
A total of 186 families have received help at this distribution. In addition to comforting them, Tzu Chi also gave them cash cards and blankets in hopes of helping the affected residents get through this difficult time.
Lake Yumen is a fishing village at the mouth of Victoria Harbor, Hong Kong. Typhoon Hato has caused serious damages in the area. After Tzu Chi volunteers came here last time to evaluate the conditions, they came again to give out monetary aid to the typhoon victims.
The area moon seems peaceful after Typhoon Hato has left, but because it was located at the windward side and there was high tide when the typhoon came, these houses built with stones and metal sheets were damaged, even though they seem perfect on the outside. Those houses at the back only have walls and roofs remain standing. Tzu Chi volunteers remind them to fix their houses quickly and also give them emergency cash and instant wines.
Thank you for visiting me and giving me so many presents and money. Thank you very much. I really want to appreciate so many of you who came. Every one of you is so kind.
Mrs. Yang's condition is also heartbreaking. She does not have the Hong Kong residency, so she has to travel constantly between China and Hong Kong to look after her son. They rent their home near the sea, but when the typhoon came, their beds became wet. She and her son can only sleep on the chairs. The emergency cash from Tzu Chi can solve some of their problems.
It is a great help to me and also my life when I need money to buy things. It is very helpful to me. Thank you so much.
Most villagers here are underprivileged, so their houses could not stand the attack from the typhoon. The volunteers visit each one of them and also promised they will come again and help them settle down.
Amongst Asian countries, Thailand is the largest place for Taiwanese investment. There are currently 150,000 Taiwanese businessmen in Thailand. Many Taiwanese businessmen have set up factories and committed themselves to projects associated with corporate social responsibility. Delta Electronics Thailand has invested in these activities, teaching students about energy efficiency as well as giving their employees special benefits.
As the second largest economy of ASEAN, Thailand is a newly industrialized country, with industry and service accounting for 40% of the overall economy. In 2016, the unemployment rate was only 1%, with a U.S. news agency indicating that inflation and unemployment in 65 countries called together as a World Pain Index, with Thailand described as the most happy country.
I believe that it won't take 20 years, but a shorter period of time, such as 5 to 10 years, to make progress.
Thailand's employment market is booming with the help of foreign capital. Taiwan is ranked third with about 150,000 Taiwanese businessmen, the most amongst ASEAN, indicating the relationship between the two countries.
The company is concerned about new staff, so it organized this event to enhance company unity.
This Taiwan business is Thailand's largest printed circuit board factory, with new staff participating in this group activity.
The distance between us and the staff will be more and more close, especially the new staff. Let him know about the company's culture.
The company has about 5,000 employees, with 90% local staff. And each April and Thailand's New Year, the boss leads them through a special ceremony, showing them traditional etiquette.
I use the term Thai people and non-Thai people. I hope that all non-Thai people can integrate themselves into Thai culture.
To better understand the country's happiness index, one can look at the turnover rate within private enterprises. Between 2013 and 2015, the average turnover rate within this company was lower than 4%. This is far lower than the average turnover rate in government posts in Thailand. In 2016, they received the CSR award from Enterprise Asia.
Most of the employees are family members, such as my driver's wife and our executive manager is his brother-in-law and his brother. This business really is like a family affair, as we have few problems.
The company in 2016 experienced its first major loss, with many expecting many staff to depart. However, the CEO of this company wrote an open letter to all employees to report the company's situation, with the employees expressing support and trust.
Our high-level senior management care for each level of our staff, treating everyone equally with no particular hierarchy.
This company takes corporate social responsibility quite seriously, as the roof of this factory is white and clean, as it has a different consideration rather than aesthetics.
The solar panels reflect the sunlight, and this type of roof means it doesn't get us hot, as we don't need to run the air conditioning so much.
One of Taiwan's leading electronics companies has been operating for nearly 3 decades in Thailand. One of the company's main focuses is green energy, especially in Thailand, which is quite hot, as renewable energy has allowed it to generate their own power, saving some 10% of monthly electricity use.
Now there's a lot of emphasis on green building, as everywhere one looks, the lights are all energy-saving LED lights.
And corporations are not forgetting to give when it comes to local education. Every month, the factory is open to visits from local primary schools. Also, these students get a little instruction by the company's volunteers who teach about energy use. Teachers are now asking what energy sources are available in our everyday lives. Let's listen to some of the answers from these young children.
Electricity can come from kinetic movement, wind and solar.
The subjects taught here are the same as the school, but the students will remember it a little more because of this experience. This makes the lesson easier to remember.
Stop. หยุดก่อนหยุดก่อน
This is Toby Bot Robot, has captured the attention of these children.
หยุดก่อนโอเคชื่ออะไรมาอยู่ในบรรทัดของผมชื่ออะไรไม่บอกครับชื่ออะไรเอ่ยนายชื่ออะไร
This robot guard dog can monitor staff access. The robot is actually an invention of the local college students whom it supported. While the actual effectiveness is quite limited, the robot is quite entertaining.
Today we learn how to use electricity and save energy, which can be quite fun.
This company has been quite active in working with community schools to create a friendly workplace and gain the trust of local mothers.
Now we even have this breastfeeding room so that our children can grow up healthy.
Being thoughtful to the concerns of mothers has also led them to create a sort of pregnant women production line.
We thought about moving this production closer to the toilet and an exit, so when they have a problem, they just need to contact the foreman, and it won't affect the production line, as they can temporarily take a break.
Working hard to build a company which cares for its employees and is a family-like atmosphere are these two companies who have undertaken specific measures which not only help improve performance but have also helped the company pursue profits at the same time. For these companies, these ambitions are not mutually exclusive but can be jointly pursued. This commitment to corporate social responsibility has helped the company create a deeper affinity for its host country, has also led for more sustainable development in the future.
In Turkey, Turkey, the students at Tzu Chi's Menahal Primary and Secondary School have been sharing school buildings with the local Turkish schools. To help the students learn in a better environment, Tzu Chi volunteers have been looking for a suitable location. The owners of a building have therefore agreed to renovate their building and rent it to Tzu Chi. On July 30th, Naring, the building owner, officially began the construction to renovate a new school building for Menahal Primary and Secondary School. Before the construction, Professor Tzu Chi led everyone to pray. During the prayer, many were moved to tears. The parents, teachers, students, and volunteers work in a sort of relay to carry the bricks. They sang as they worked to lift everyone's spirit. Among the helpers were teachers and students, as well as a father and son pair.
Your love and my love to make this world better, to make this world very good. Thank you, Tzu Chi.
As a teacher in Menahal school, I would thank Master Genian to help our Syrians here in Turkey, and we will teach our students peace and love.
In every step we take and in the construction work, there is everyone's love for these Syrian children. They can feel this love in this place. About 3,600 students at 6 campuses of Tzu Chi's Menahal School have been sharing school buildings with the local Turkish school. Despite that, the students still seize the opportunity to learn and study hard.
I'm glad to have the chance to study in Turkey. I hope after I finish my studies, I can become an engineer and rebuild my hometown.
I have a thought. When I finish my studies, I want to rebuild my country. This thought has given me the strength to continue studying hard.
In order for the Syrian children to have their own school building, Turkey Tzu Chi volunteers have been looking for the suitable location. Their perseverance has moved many officials and people. Finally, a building owner has agreed to rent his new building. The lease was officially signed under the witness of the mayor of Sultan Gazi.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bugün imzaladık. Çok teşekkür ediyoruz.
We signed the contract today. A month later, the school can officially start, and students can study in their mother language in this place.
Ana dillerinde eğitim öğretim yapacaklar.
It is not easy that the people in Turkey are willing to lend a helping hand to their neighbors, Syrians.
The brothers who own the building not only rent the place at a special price, they also come to the construction site often to help carry the bricks.
When I was about 11 or 12 years old, I experienced what these Syrian children are going through now. Therefore, I'm deeply touched to see how you have been helping these children.
He is willing to not make any money. In addition, he has asked the building material partners to come together to help out. He said this is a place of charity and love where people can contribute with love.
In less than a month, the new building for Tzu Chi's Menahal Primary and Secondary School turned from an empty commercial building to an ideal school building. This will be the first private school taught in Syrian in Turkey. In the future, more than 3,000 Syrian students will be able to pursue education and a better future here. In China, the Tianjin Tzu Chi Elementary School in Sichuan's Ya'an City was built with the aid of Tzu Chi's risk reduction construction project after the Wenchuan earthquake in 2008. The school's newly established affiliated kindergarten officially opened. At this opening ceremony, all of the children came happily to their new campus.
A group of children who are wearing new school uniforms and carrying school bags line up to move forward. The Tianjin Tzu Chi Elementary School affiliated kindergarten in Sichuan's Ya'an City officially opened on September 6th. At the opening ceremony, the kids are welcomed in a different way, where they can experience sign language performances and games. Because this elementary school has been widely accepted in this community over the past few years, many parents have chosen to send their kindergarten children here.
I heard from them that Taiwanese people provided financial aid for this kindergarten. I think the education and conditions here are good, so I chose here.
Students of this kindergarten come from 4 different townships because the temporary kindergarten class on the first floor can no longer accommodate so many students. The commissioner of Tzu Chi's construction departments, Deng Nairen, led local construction workers to build a new kindergarten.
Deng Nairen is very strict with the quality of the construction.
The principal of Qianjin Tzu Chi Elementary School, Yu Bin, often comes to the construction sites to check on the work.
I want to make sure this construction will benefit the children.
After we move here, I can see that all of the parents and children are very happy.
Prior to the new school year, over 30 parents and children volunteered to help clean the campus.
Since Tzu Chi works wholeheartedly for others, we should also do everything with all our heart.
Parents and children of this school work with one heart to safeguard this big family.
As we reported previously, the Filipino scoliosis patient Vivian Lee went through the first phase of surgery at Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital on August 29th. After 2 weeks of recuperation, her conditions have improved tremendously.
After a week of observation in the ICU, Regine can finally remove the breathing tube and be discharged to the general ward.
How about your breath? Is difficult or normal?
The attending physician, Dr. Zheng Xiaozhu, continues to observe Regine's health conditions, especially the recovery of the lung function and whether the pain has reduced, which will affect the time of the second operation.
Through the X-ray film, we can see that she still suffers from pleural effusion. This may be caused by her malnutrition or the thoracic pleural stimulation led by the correction process.
To give Regine a speedy recovery, the nutritionist designs special meals and provides her with 2 cans of nutritional supplements each day.
Before and after the surgery, the patient should receive enough nutritional supplements, including protein, calorie, etc. This will help reduce the risk of inflammation after surgery.
I eat a lot, 6 times a day, and I drink water a lot, and I keep walking. I set my mind so that I can do go.
After a week of recuperation, Regine has 5 to 6 meals each day. Her weight has increased by almost 3 kilograms, and her condition of pleural effusion has also improved. It is hoped that the next phase of scoliosis correction surgery can also go smoothly.
On the first school day for Tzu Chi academies in Seattle and San Jose, the teachers taught about the devastation caused by Hurricane Harvey. We'll leave you with the images of the parents and students making donations to help hurricane victims at the end of our program. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.